Hello, we are discussing about GATE 2014 ECE paper and the topic is related to analog circuits. The desirable characteristics of a transconductance amplifier are with respect to Ri and R0, that is input resistance and output resistance, which has to be high, which has to be low. We have to indicate for a transconductance amplifier. That is simply the question is nothing but what are the ideal characteristics of transconductance amplifier. So transconductance amplifier is nothing but this is what the transconductance amplifier. Transconductance amplifier, so assume that one transconductance amplifier, and which has the gain as GM, transconductance amplifier. And for that one, the purpose of transconductance amplifier is nothing but it must produce an output current which is proportional to input voltage applied. Input voltage is going to be applied is source voltage, that is Vs, which has some internal resistance as Rs. So the purpose of transconductance amplifier is nothing but GM. It has to provide this much gain for the input signal as Vs. So GM can be written as I0 by Vs. Otherwise you can think it as I0 is equal to GM times of Vs. So input signal is provided with gain of GM, and it will be produced as outputs. For that one, what are the desirable input and output character resistances? So now we will decide this. We will draw the internal circuit for this transconductance amplifier. So every amplifier will be having an internal resistance of Ri. And since it is output parameter for the transconductance is I0, so output side is replaced with Norton equivalent. If the output side parameter is voltage, at that time that will be replaced with Thevenin's equivalent. So that now it is replaced with Norton equivalent is nothing but current source followed by internal resistance, that too in parallel with current source. So this is what the internal diagram for the transconductance amplifier. So this is called as R0 and it is Ri. This is going to be called as this resistance, this current source is indicated as GM times of Vi. Vi is nothing but voltage across input terminals Vi, and it is connected with voltage source Vs, which has internal resistance of Rs. So this is Vs and Rs, and it is connected with a load RL. So from this one, our interesting thing is nothing but current flowing through load is I0, and I0 must be Is, has to be equal to GM. For that one, what must be the internal characteristics? If you observe, look at this side. Our important thing is nothing but I0. I0 is nothing but current flowing through RL, that we can write like this. First one, I0 can be written using current division rule. This is the entire current coming GM times of Vi, that is flowing into R0 as well as RL. But I0, if it has to be equal to GMVI, that is nothing but total current has to go through RL and there is no current has to go through this R0. By that time, I0 should be equal to GM times of Vi when when R0 is very large compared to RL. Because if R0 is very large, current always flows through smaller resistor. Smaller resistor is nothing but small opposition, so that large current flows. According to current division rule, we can say if RL is very small, by that time entire current will flow through this RL. So this is the first condition, that is nothing but R0 must be high, that is R0 is very high. R0 is high. And second one, if Vi is going to be, now what is our indication? Second thing is nothing but what we are interested in, GM into Vi, but Vi must be equal to Vs. GM times of Vs you have to get. I0 is equal to GM times of Vs. So GM times of Vs is nothing but Vi must be equal to Vs. That is Vi is equal to Vs when Vi will be equal to Vs. So out of Vs applied source signal, something is dropping across Rs and the other part is dropping across Ri. So if Vi has to be equal to Vs, Vi is nothing but voltage across internal resistance and Vs is nothing but applied voltage. If both has to equal, by that time we can say that one Ri has to be very large compared to Rs. When Ri is very high, at that time total voltage is going to be dropping across higher resistance value, that is known from the voltage division rule. Okay, so from this one we can say that one the input characteristic, input resistance has to be Ri is also high. So if Ri is high, at that time Vi will be Vs, so that Gm is I naught is equal to Gm times of Vi you will get, that is Gm times of Vs. Okay, and by that time if R naught is also very high, you will get the final equation as I naught times I naught is equal to Gm times of Vs. The desirable characteristics are nothing but input resistance has to be high and output resistance is also high. So the right option is A. Input resistance and output resistance both must be of high nature. Thank you.